We start this noon with developing news. A massive fire this morning is causing all sorts of chaos in the northwest corner of the metro area. Flames erupted at a storage unit facility near I-70 and Wadsworth, with smoke blinding some drivers along the interstate. Thank you for joining us. I'm Erica Lopez. Fire crews in Arvada have been spraying the StoreQuest building all morning, and now we've learned nearly 80 units have been impacted by flames and water damage. Jeremy Hohola is live on the scene where people have been showing up and wanting answers about all of their belongings. Jeremy, firefighters plan to be there all day.
Yeah, hi there, Erica. This is a real disaster here in Arvada with up to 78 storage units impacted by flames and water damage. Let's go ahead and push in so we can show you what's going on right now. You can see the fire department has their cranes up. They've been spraying water all over this facility all morning because throughout the day, hot spots are going to be smoldering here, and it's anticipated the fire department will be here through the night. The call about this fire came in around 6:15 this morning. The Arvada Fire Department arrived and saw flames and smoke emanating from the attic area of this StoreQuest facility. Meanwhile, we heard reports of the thick black smoke making its way onto I-70 as people were commuting down a very busy time in the morning. So eventually, after a lot of water attacks and the flames here, things started to die down, but there are still hot spots smoldering in the building, and again, up to 78 storage units are impacted by either flame or water damage or both. This morning, people began arriving wondering about their stuff, and we talked to one man who has comic book collectibles and paintings from his fiancée inside his storage unit.
I would rather my stuff be okay than me get an insurance check, because that's stuff that can't be replaced.
I anticipate this is going to be a couple-day operation while we overhaul, try to secure the person's personal items, and then find out the cause and determination of the fire, for sure.
And coming back out live here, the fire investigation still hasn't started yet because they still have to secure the building, get those hot spots down, and then investigators can go in and figure out how this fire started. No determined cause expected for at least a few days or a couple of weeks. The fire department again says they'll be here through the night to secure the building because not only of the hot spots, but because of all the valuables inside. So what does StoreQuest have to say about all of this? So far, they have not said anything. I've reached out to their corporate office in California, and I would imagine throughout the day here, as news of this spreads, with 78 units impacted here, you'll likely have dozens of people wanting answers on what's next and how they're going to get compensated for the losses in their storage units. Live in Arvada, Jeremy Hohola, 9 News.
Yeah, really tough, Jeremy, when you think about all that people have lost in this fire. Of course, the big question, like you said, is how it all happened. So a lot more questions. Thank you so much for breaking that down for us, Jeremy. We appreciate you. Right now, we want to take a live look outside, just out front of our building over Spear and Logan, where you can see the trees certainly moving in the wind. You can see the flags flying on the bottom right-hand side of your screen as well. We are seeing some blue sky peek through, but that's the big story, is the breezy conditions we're going to be seeing today. We've got meteorologist Keely Chalmers with us this noon to kind of break it down. Yeah. Still going to be hot out there, and of course, breezes and winds is what we're seeing today.
Yeah, those winds are going to continue throughout the afternoon. This morning, those firefighters having to deal with not just the flames, but battling those winds gusting up to 30 miles per hour, 35 miles per hour in that area. And those winds are going to continue. It's going to be breezy throughout the afternoon, starting to die down, though, right around 7 o'clock. And then we're in store for a mild evening ahead. Let's take you outside where, we're at 77 degrees out at DIA right now. Those clouds sticking around, they will clear out more as we head into the afternoon, and that's really going to help warm up temperatures into the low to mid 80s. But yes, check out those winds out of the west southwest, 21 miles per hour out at DIA. And so we're expecting those gusts, those winds to continue with gusts up to 30, 35 miles per hour here in the metro area as we head through the day and into the afternoon. Current temperatures 70s, 80s across the plains already. We're looking at 50s, 60s up there in the high country. Grand Junction 78 degrees right now. Looking at our satellite and radar, not too much happening. All the activity, the broad us. The scattered showers across our area yesterday pushing off to the east, with just a few clouds out there. But again, as high pressure starts to build in, we are going to clear out, and that high pressure is going to bring us a very warm, very dry week through at least Friday. We're looking at the very dry conditions. Our next best chance for any type of precipitation or storms doesn't come until later on Friday. So your forecast for the metro area today: breezy and mild, partly cloudy. Those winds at times gusting up to 30, possibly 35 miles per hour. 40+ mile per hour winds expected near the foothills, with highs reaching the mid 80s. Clearing skies tonight. Winds decrease 55. We are looking hot, dry, and sunny tomorrow. Low 90s. But again, we do have some storms in our extended forecast, when those will roll in coming up in just a bit.
Keely, thank you. Aurora police are investigating an armed carjacking that happened last night. Police say it happened around 8:45 outside of the Goodwill on East Colfax and Havana. When officers arrived there, they found someone who had been hit in the head with a weapon and had his truck stolen. They say it was a 2001 Toyota Tundra with Colorado plates, AGS K95. No one has been arrested at this time. Our 9 Cares Colorado Shares Drive is happening right now. We're working with local food banks to raise money to fight food insecurity in our area. And part of that is cutting down on food waste. And sometimes to do that, you've got to get a little creative. 9 News reporter Brianna Clark takes us to a food bank in Louisville, where they're doing just that.
Take a look at this. This is a box full of old produce. Some rotten cucumber, grapes, old bananas, tomatoes, onions. These are things that can't go back on the shelf. But instead of tossing out this stuff, Community Food Share is passing it along to some animals known to pig out on whatever is put in front of them. Remember these guys? We introduced you to them last week when we stopped by Jacob Springs Farm in Boulder. They consume buckets of this produce every single day, food that would have been tossed away, but instead was repurposed by Community Food Share. They rescue around 14 tons of food every single day. It comes from grocery stores, local retailers, homes. Mixed in with the food that people can eat, as you saw, is also food that they probably shouldn't. And these volunteers are the ones tasked with going through all of it. Here they are picking through raspberries one by one, searching for any signs of mold. The bad pieces get tossed into a bucket, and all that goes to the pigs to help produce high-quality, locally raised protein.
It creates a circle of life ecosystem for food. It really does. Food comes in here, we're able to then sort that food and push that food back out. The food is then used in whatever capacity it ends up being used in, and then it finds its way back to us at some point again, too.
Helping reduce food waste is just one of the ways that we can fight food insecurity. In Louisville, Brianna Clark, 9 News.
And of course, if you want to donate, you can scan the QR code on your screen right now. It'll bring you straight to our donation page. You can also donate when you're checking out at your local King Soopers. So far, your donations are up to nearly $150,000. That's enough to provide more than 449,000 meals for people in need. The donation page and all of this information is also listed on our website, 9news.com/9cares.